Tearing out pieces of me to replace the broken pieces of you. Tearing out.
Family, and welcome to today's video. Thank you for coming and sharing some time with me. I love and appreciate you all. Sorry. So I tried to record this video like 3 different times today, and something always happens. So right now we're up here because it's raining, and then it stops raining, but it's thundering and lightning, and where I normally record back there in my fire pit, it's not really conducive with the tin roof to record when it's lightning. So here we are. Today I want to talk about how to pull yourself up from depression. I know there's a lot of people that are going through difficult times right now, and there's many stages of depression. That's for a whole nother video, okay? But just know that 85% of people in this country suffer from depression. They go through some form of depression, and at least 95% of people, a whopping 95%, have contemplated suicide. Okay, not that they're going to go all throughout, but they've had suicidal thoughts, I should say, and that is a direct result of being depressed. I myself have thought about suicide. Obviously I didn't do it. It was at a very low part of my life, but I wasn't and this may be controversial what I'm about to say, but I wasn't strong enough to go through that, right? My mental capacity wasn't on that same mind frame. And I say that because it takes a strong person, a determined person, to mentally decide to take their own life, to end their life for whatever their reasonings may be, in whatever manner they choose to take it out in. It takes a strong person to go through that. I know when I thought about it, I was like, I can't do that. I can't do that to my children. It's going to be painful. I don't like pain, so I can't inflict pain on myself, okay? Not to be insensitive to anyone who has gone through that, just removing the emotion from the situation and just thinking about it from a mental standpoint, okay, that viewpoint of it. So when you are depressed, many times you may feel like you don't want to take care of yourself because what's the point? You may allow yourself to do certain things or go through certain things that you normally would not have done. You'll start to hang around certain people, or you become very introvert, where you don't even want to hang with people. Also, it could be where you are out amongst people, but you feel very isolated. You're not being yourself. You're not being authentic. You can pass a smile on and just be thinking, man, I just want to go run in traffic right now. Why is this person talking to me? They don't even really care. That's a form of depression, right? Feeling stressed and overwhelmed, but shaking it off and saying, I don't have time to feel that way. See, a lot of people in my community, in our community, but my community, people that look like me, melanated beings, okay? A lot of us live in situations that cause us to have stress, post-traumatic stress disorder, post-traumatic slave disorder, PTSD, whatever you want to call it or categorize it as. Many of us live in communities and situations where we are stressed every single day. We have jerk-off bosses. We are not making enough wages to be able to take care of the things, our everyday necessities. We're having to decide, are we going to eat or are we going to buy medicine? Are we going to eat or are we going to put diapers on our baby? Are we going to eat or are we going to pay this bill? Are we going to have lights or are we going to have rent? What is it? Obviously, you got to choose the rent because it don't make sense to pay the light bill if you don't have nowhere to live. But sometimes you'll play Russian roulette and say, you know what? I'm going to pay the rent 20 days late. I know they can't evict me 20 days late, but I'm going to pay this light bill because I'm 35 days late and I need to make sure that at least I have my lights on so I can do XYZ. I've been there, okay? I know this. And it can be a very depressing situation. And at the time, you're like, you know what? I don't have time to go to no therapy. What is talking about it going to do? I need some money. I need a resolution. I need some happiness. I need some love. Money is the #1 cause of depression, but so is familial ties, not having a loving relationship in your life, not having certain medications or chemical imbalances to help soothe it out and make sure that you're balanced everywhere. That everywhere in your body, that can cause depression. There's many different ways to cause depression. But the most effective way to bring yourself out of it is to constantly remind yourself that the hole you're in, because it feels like you're in a hole, it feels like you're in a sunken place. The hole that you're in does not have to be your prison. There's a way to climb out of it, but you have to stop looking at the hole. You have to stop looking around you and start looking above you. In the words of Les Brown, if you can look up, you can get up. So most of the time I found that the issues I was having when I was sad, or many people that I know, sorry about that, or many people that I know that have gone through depression, most of the time their issue is they're looking to get themselves out of the situation of being depressed in the same state they were looking at it when they became depressed. You cannot solve something in the same manner in which you became involved in it, okay? You cannot resolve something in the same energy on how it was created, all right? So when people who are depressed, and I know even for myself, when I started looking at things from a higher level, from a higher perspective, when I stopped looking right here, what's in front of me, and started looking up, I started to see a ladder that could pull myself up out the hole. When I started looking up and thinking, okay, well, I'm depressed because of this. However, this is a temporary situation. Let me look at things from a different point of view. Even if it wasn't my reality, when I was sleeping in my car with my children, when I was going through that part of my life, I never allowed myself to get so down to the point where I felt I couldn't get out that. I never thought, okay, this is just going to be my life for how many times? I said, no, I'm going to find a way to get up out of this. I give myself 3 days. No job, no phone, no viable source of income. I'm going to figure out something in 3 days. I'm not going to be sleeping in this car. No, we're not going to do that. Okay? I started to look up and pull myself out of that situation because I allowed my mentality to shift. When I felt like there was no option, there was no other option out there for me but to end my life, right? And maybe my children would be better off without me. And I can talk about it candidly now because I'm over it. I'm past that. But when I used to think that way, I was like, no, because who better knows my children than me? Who knows how my eldest likes his food? Who knows how my middle likes to do certain things? Who knows how my youngest enjoys this? No one knows better than me. Not even my counterpart who helped me make them. I know. So I can't leave them. They would not be better off without me. Okay, right now I'm in my car, but you know what? I guarantee that even if it's a closet I gotta move into, it's gonna be better. It'll have a bathroom. That started becoming my goal. I started just making little goals. The next place that I go to must have a bathroom. Must have some form of indoor plumbing. And it may seem little, and it may seem like a nothing, but it was there. I told myself, okay, the next job that I get must be inside of, a place where I'm sitting down, not standing up serving people. I have to be sitting down doing something, right? Customer service, telemarketing, right? Customer service, call centers rather. So that's what I'm looking for, is what I started moving into to dig myself out the hole. Okay, this first paycheck, I'm only spend $100. I've been making it out here without an income, so I'm gonna spend this $100, and the rest of this I'm gonna put up to the side because I have to find a place with the indoor toilet, with indoor plumbing. It's just a matter of looking up, because when you look up, you can get up. And I never thought of myself being stuck in the situation that I was currently in. I always knew that the hole I was in was not going to be my residence. It's not going to be where I reside. And that's how you pull yourself up from depression. No matter what the situation is, I can only talk about what was affecting me. But if it's family, if it's love, you just fit it in that scenario. Right now, if you're in conflict with people that you've been around your whole entire life and you're in conflict with them for whatever reason, I know I am. People that you've known for 10, 20, 30 years. And now all of a sudden, it's a big combative thing and you all fall out. That can be a depressing situation. Make peace with it, knowing that the path that you all are on now is just another niche in the road. And everyone's for a season. Some seasons run longer than others. But that doesn't mean that your life has to stop. And it doesn't mean that it's your fault. Yes, we have accountability for the things that we do in our life, for why we attract them and how we respond to them. Yes, there's accountability there. But it's not all on you, because there's other people involved. And if they're malice or discontented or immature or vile, it doesn't matter how close you all were or how sentimental you are, you shouldn't want to be around that. Let them keep their toxic behavior and not feel doom and gloom because it feels comfortable to be around them because you've known them for so long. Allow yourself to move past that and not be depressed, because that's such a lower vibration. And when you wake up in the morning, even it's hard, but you got to keep telling yourself, I will move past this. I will move past this. You will start to rewrite different things in your mind. So now your mind's looking for different ways for you to move past it. And it's going to be amazing. And then one day you'll wake up and you won't feel as bad. Just set the goal that tomorrow or today or whatever, I'm going to feel better than I did before. I promise myself I will feel better than I did the day before. One step at a time. It doesn't have to be a huge monumental goal. One thing at a time. Okay, wealthy family, that's all that I have for you today. Live in love, please. Move from your heart space. Allow your mind to be a servant, not your master. And until we connect again, stay alert, stay aware, and live in love.